Yeah, that hate, the grind, the sweat, the blood, the time, my motivation. I work too hard too long and not be in the conversation. My team been up, way up, ain't nothing less than domination. I got the game and say with lock and key in combination. Keep it gold and high sight, don't focus on what's hindsight. Sleeping on me till I'm night night, it's my time in a bright light. Don't ever band on mine and keep it pushing, don't ever give up my style. They will love you when you shining, but they wanna talk about you when you down. Motivation, all the hating that they doing, that shit motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation, motivation. All this money on my mind, that's my motivation. You be talking, but you not up in the conversation. They all wanting me to stop, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation. Yeah, that time that I came through and I got one for the boy. Hey, now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the score. Hey, if I had a penny for everyone doubted me, I'll make $1 million a month off a salary. Picture me rolling, go look at the gallery. I've been eating now, look at the calories. No, I've been out up on the road, trying to make it to my goals. Had a lot of friends in the past when they quit on me, had a fold. I remember being told, son, don't ever say it's sold. For the girls, for the cars, for the fame, for the riches, for the gold. Yeah, I've been chasing material things, I've been chasing my dreams. Stay close to the team, I don't ever need no reason to leave. Heard the birds in the trees, telling me shit is a breeze. As you can see, I do it with ease, wanna make it and believe. That time that I came through and I got one for the boy. Hey, now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the score. Hey, one time for the one time, off rebound, I rebound. In the meantime, I stack up, this win my reward. Motivation, all the hating that they doing, that shit motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation.
Welcome to the Lighthouse Theater. The time is now as we get set for what should be an incredible matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Hi to everybody.
It's Roy Jones. A lot of trash talk between these two. And there's the bell to start the round. Nobody home with that hook. Nice counter shot. Good one. That counter shot lands. This theater is used to hosting concerts and plays, but tonight it's the sweet science that takes center stage.
Todd, I love theatres. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches. The punches actually echo. If you're the fighter coming in, and you know you're in such an intense atmosphere, you know the pressure is going to be on.
Jab misses. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Just missed with that hook. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Nope. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Roy Jones and they ring the bell, and here we go. Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
He threw the hook, didn't land. Jab not finding its target. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven. You'd like to see more jabs.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Beautiful counter shot. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
That's another scoring shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Roy Jones and now. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. Both of these fighters have the conditioning to go the distance, no problem. They also have the power to end this with one punch. That punch landed. Good counter punch. That hook just can't find the target. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. These two featherweights are going to let their hands go, you know that.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Just missed with that hook. What we are seeing. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones and now. There's the bell to start the round. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Tried to score with a jab. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you got to get some before you get him close.
Missing with that jab. Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This is why I love the little guys. This is exactly why I love them. Look at them, toe to toe, heart for heart. You know, mano a mano, they're letting the shots go.
What a punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought this round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that lap. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here. I can't believe it. They are giving up. Well, the corner has thrown in the towel, and now... Hello, fight fans. I'm Todd Grisham. Welcome inside the Grand Theater. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. It's Roy Jones Jr. Saul Canelo Alvarez.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones.
All the seats have been taken in this unique setting. And there's the bell to start the round. So much firepower here. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Nice counter shot. Defense is not an option for these two. Welcome you to this beautiful theater where every seat has been sold, but the fans will only need the edge. We expect a standing ovation when these two are done.
For a fighter walking into a theater, I think this is the closest thing to fighting in a gym because the people are up close. You can hear people talking ringside. You can hear people jeering, saying how good you are, saying how bad you are. You can hear the pressure.
Why weren't they covering up? Fight so far, both of them. The defense failed them. They're always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. Trying to measure his punches now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Can't score with that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Every second,
Ring the bell, and here we go. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
One of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round. Unlucky to miss with that jab.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Back and forth they go. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right, and now going for the finish. And they're down. It looks like this one's going to be over.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. talk about Roy Jones in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with it.
Well, I guess he's decided he's going to taunt his opponent now. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
They are going to surrender. No mas. And that will do it. This fight is up.
Pick a side,
All right, I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Let's go.
We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham, and next to me for the broadcast...
This bout is...
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence. They ring the bell, and here we go. Good counter punching. Do you believe what we're seeing? They better start respecting each other's punching power. The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
It's so hot, it's so heated, there's a roof on here, you don't understand. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're on the wrong side of a beating, this can be hellfire on earth.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down. Nice punch.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them. More than happy.
Punch, counter punch. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Fantastic punch. Nice counter. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones and that. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right, concentrate.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. These two fighters are made for one another. They missed with the jab. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. The defense failed them. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now. And now going for the finish. And they're down, trying to make it up before 10 as the referee continues the count. So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up?
Those counter punches have to hurt. Nice counter. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
Can make or break a fighter.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set for another round. There's the bell to start the round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. This fighter doesn't just want to win by knockout. They want to do it early so they can get out of here.
Tactics out of the window. These guys just want to brawl.
What a punch. Just missing with the uppercut. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong. Should we be surprised if these two fighters go the distance tonight, considering how much they've emphasized their physical fitness? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Nobody home with that hook. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Catch and shoot. The jab not finding its target. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. And he scores with the counter. Nice counter shot. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
The referee calling for seconds out, right back into the action. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. No rest for the weary. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
I've seen it so many times. One punch changes everything. I've seen guys winning hands down. They decide to showboat and show off them. Blam!
And that was it. That was the big shot we were waiting for. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. It's not over. And there's the bell to start the round. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Good counter punching. Caution is being thrown to the wind. It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
Oh my goodness, what pace, what pace. They're like, do you know what a Yorkshire Terrier is, Todd? They're like little Yorkshire Terriers.
Look at the hand speed and footwork between these two elite level middleweights. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. One punch could change everything. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. They ring the bell, and here we go. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter punching.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Punch, counter punch. Throws the uppercut but misses. Can they finish it? This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point. Has he survived the storm? He's throwing punches again.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense.
Stumbling around in potholes, in serious trouble. So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know.
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know. Chance to make history. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that lap. They ring the bell, and here we go. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Do you believe what we are? And at some point, the corner needs to think about stepping in here. thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
Get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassy.
Where was the defense? Why weren't they covering up? Why weren't they more cautious?
One, two, three, 4, 5.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels, look at it. There's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
Swing and a miss. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. What's the referee thinking right now? Let's talk about Roy Jones and now. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Beautiful counter shot. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Oh my goodness, so that little Yorkshire Terriers, they're never going to give up.
What a world championship fight we're seeing, ladies and gentlemen. Will the referee step in?
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round. So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to power you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the round. Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put him down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Good counter punch. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering. And there's the bell to start the round. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walked right through it?
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, we'll just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout.
All the belts, my team. Swing left, right, man's head get ping. Contrary ting, robot ping, we bring man right, somebody shots fling. Ding ding, step in the ring and swing left, right, man's head get ping. Contrary ting, robot ping, we bring man right, somebody shots fling. Ding ding, step in the ring and swing left, right, man's head get ping. Contrary ting, robot ping, we bring man right, somebody shots fling. Uppercut, fling, right up, fling. Contrary ting, send man over the ropes. Man try come for the belt, but I punched you never saw ended all of your hopes. Now all of your bros are stood on the sideline, head in the hand shot, joke of the show. They keep those hands up, swing for their fences. Oh, you're going on poorly for sure. How much do you wanna be the champ? How much do you wanna please the fans? How much do you wanna be the king? And how much do you wanna feed your camp? How much do you wanna see people champ? Swing like you ain't got a thing to lose. It's the ESBC, beat them neatly. Titles never ever in dispute. Ding ding, step in the ring and swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no but ping. We bring men right, somebody shots fling. Ding ding, step in the ring and swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no but ping. We bring men right, somebody shots fling. I came from the 7 Hills, city of steel, home of the village and brilliant meals. Can't take man for a pudding, take man to Ingles. Barry have a kid on his heels. In a ring is gritty.
We are live at the CompuBox Academy. The time is now as we get set for what should be an incredible match. And it's Nigel, the Dark Destroyer, Roy.
This bout is...
What a pleasure it is to be here. And there's the bell to start the round. And that hook misses. You'd like to see more jabs. Catch and shoot. It's all offense all the time. A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
You just see the nerves on that fight stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Just missed with that hook. That punch lands. Well done with that counter shot. Neither fighter willing to slow down. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And he scores with the counter. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Coming off a very tough round, let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This fighter told us yesterday, Are we about to see a first-round knockout? Takes a step back, recalibrates himself, and here we go again.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round. No rest for the weary.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Clearly his opponent was too much for him and he's thrown in the towel. So they will throw in the towel. The corner head.
Stopping me, I'm a pro like a Mac. Drip flow like a tap, tiptoe to the stack. Thrive under pressure, know when to attack. When it's showtime, front row to the back. Front line with my back up against the wall. If I'm up against the odds, then I'm about to give it all. About to get them all, I want everything they got. Coming for the top, I won't stop until I fall. Me, I'm trying to ball out like LaMelo Ball. Watch me switch the gears on and wait for him to stall. They're looking all small, trying to run before they crawl. Me, I'm going all out, up against it all. You're up against the clock, up against the clock. Trying to break the doors down, you should have changed the locks. I'ma bring them all down, everybody's up. And I pride when it's showtime, everybody watch. They ain't taking my spot, no way. They ain't taking what I got, no way. I'm in a fight of my life every day, and I ain't stopping now, yo, I'ma carry my weight. They ain't taking my spot, no way. They ain't taking what I got, no way. I'm in a fight of my life every day, and I ain't stopping now, yo, I'ma carry my weight. It's like they don't wanna see me win, that's cool. Yeah, man, I got this in the bag like school. They're trying to rock the boat, but the ride's too smooth, cause I'm trying to bid the goal, and the vibes don't lose. You guys are old news, and your styles don't ooze. You're going head to head with the guy who won't move. Your tide goes snooze with
I'm Todd Grisham. The crowd cannot wait to witness this one. We're live at the CompuBox Academy. Alongside me, former world champion John Smoke the Braun.
This bout is
So much hype. Facing Joe Frazier, who won gold at the '64 Olympic Games. That hook doesn't score. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. He threw a punch and just got countered. Your footwork has to be on point when you're fighting a swarmer. If it's not, you're going to get caught in the corner and beaten up.
You fight a swarmer, you've got to protect everything. The body with the elbows, the head with the forearm. You've got to try and push them off balance because they will just stay in your face.
Frazier being much more selective with his punches. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs. Good punch.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Tried to score with the uppercut. This fighter told us yesterday, I don't get paid by the minute. I'm going to go in there and try and knock my opponent. That will do it. They want no more. They are going to surrender. No. I'm Todd Grisham, and not a seat to be had here tonight at the Grand Theater. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time for our tale. It's the incomparable Roy Jones Jr. He won world titles at 4 different weight classes, including the heavyweight championship of the world. It's no wonder that
This bout,
we welcome you to this. And there's the bell to start the round. Look at that combo. This fight has a real good flow to it. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice counter shot. So it's Jones versus Calzaghe, part 2. Of course, in their first encounter, Jones put Joe Calzaghe on the canvas before the Welshman got back up and put Jones out.
I forgot how slick, how smooth, how sharp, how crafty Jones Jr. was. Then Calzaghe came back. The pace, the power, the southpaw style was enough, and the youth got him the win. Now these guys are gonna do it all over again. Time has rolled on, but both fighters have got a little slow. Both fighters have got a bit long in the tooth. Both fighters know what they've got to do, and both fighters know they respect the danger each man brings.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That counter shot lands. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
There's a counter shot. A lot of pre-match drama. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in, fighting at the bit to get it on in this historic venue.
This is that place you want to say, I fought there, I've been there, and now we are here.
You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. They figure out the combination to this safe. You'd like to see more jabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
You're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counterpunchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell. They ring the bell, and here we go. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Hey, those punches add up. Punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Just misses with that uppercut. This slugger isn't interested in winning rounds. He just wants to win the fight, and he's not going to do it on the scorecard, Johnny. He needs a KO.
Oh, this is a slugger right here in front of them. These kind of fighters, they want to get hit in the face because it cheers them on. They want to stand there and fight in the trenches.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Body shots aren't as flashy, but sometimes they're more damaging, especially in the later rounds. He misses with that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt. There's the bell to start the round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A lot of people love watching fighters in this weight class because they've got the speed and they've got the power. Threw the hook, didn't land. Oh, that punch. How about that time counter shot? Nice punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
A couple of big units here, so I'm expecting power. You're going to have excitement. You're going to have drama because when these guys slow down, that's when the punches are going to land.
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Nope, that uppercut does not score. Tried to set up a combination there. So it's onward and upward after another knockout win here.
Yeah, the hate, the grind, the sweat, the blood, the time, my motivation. I work too hard, too long, and not be in the conversation. My team been up, way up, ain't nothing less than domination. I got the game and say with lock and key and combination. Keep it gold and hindsight, don't focus on what's hindsight. Sleeping on me, tell them night, night. Forget the calories, no. I've been out up on the road, trying to make it to my goals. Had a lot of friends in the past who done quit on me, had a fold. I remember being told, son, don't ever say you're sold. For the girls, for the cars, for the fame, for the riches, for the gold.